verses of the poem. I'm going to add some music to help set some mood and tone. So first, let's get rid of this numbers document so we can see the full screen. And then I'm going to go up here to the top right and select this button here, the kind of the grid button, and that will get rid of our microphone. So I'm going to tap on that. Alright, so now in our grid tree you can see my 3 separate recordings, one for each verse. And I want to add some music here. Now if I wanted to do something really fancy, I can do the plus sign and I can choose some musical instruments. But that would be kind of really involved, so we kind of want to keep this as simple as possible.
Mood. So what I want to do now is where it talks about first mention. So here is where I want to record me kind of just tapping on my desk here. You can see
2 options. One is Apple Root and one is File. So I'll make sure that we are.
Alright, so I have my spot selected. Cursor's on the spot where we first mentioned tapping. My metronome's turned off, everything, so I'm going to go ahead, press that record button. I'm going to knock on my table, then press stop. You can see I have my tapping recorded here, and I can just play that.
Suddenly, there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my joint.
Just like that. And if I wanted to, I can go back here in the grid,
Or even better here, like by tone.
and I can adjust that volume. That was kind of light, so I'm going to turn up the volume. Give it another play, see how it
Tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door.
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. So we're going to go with that.
Specifically, I'm going to go in and look at strings because I know just from experience that strings have a nice dark feel to it. So feel free, browse through these different loops until you find one that you think.
Before I wrap this project up, I know that there's one spot that could use a sound effect, and that's when it's mentioned about the number. So I just want to make note of that and that it's in my downloads folder. So from here, I'm going to jump back into GarageBand. I have the spot that mentions the beating heart marked for me, so I'm going to go back into that loops icon. And this time, rather than going into Apple Loops, I'm going to select Files. And I'm going to go down and browse items from the Files app. And I'm going to select the file that I just downloaded. And again, this is kind of difficult because it's a number, but I just want to make note of that number. So it's kind of ending in 16 here. Okay, now that should be added to the list. As you can see, there are some other files that I downloaded in like other projects, but I want to download, I want to find that file that ends in 16 right here. So I'm going to do a long press on that and drag it to the spot, about to the spot that mentions it. Now, you can see got a little bit of a problem here, right? That recording of that heartbeat goes on for like 3 minutes. So I can do a couple things here. Number one is